How's that go?
Sup, losers?
That's how you want to start the show.
Yeah.
Sup, losers.
Well, it would be directed towards you and Noel, but Noel isn't here. So, hey, loser.
You
Singular.
know what? Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, I am a loser. The listeners are not. We love the listener.
Correct. Unless they are, but not because they're here. They just might also be losers.
Oh, man.
They're just not mutually exclusive.
What's up to our sidekicks and henchfolk out there in the Geek Nation? Thank you for joining us for episode 108 of Fresh Floppies, a show wherein Jeremy and I...
Him.
Damn it. JD of Johnny Destructo's Hero Complex, located at 4327 Main Street, Philadelphia, PA 19127, discuss the floppies, a.k.a. the issues, a.k.a. the singles of comic books, a.k.a. the comic books that come out every week, but without spoilers.
Yeah.
So wipe your tears. It's going to be fine. We're not going to spoil the books, but we will let you know. Here are our subjective opinions about these books that you may or may not care about.
Super subjective.
You're killing it, dude.
I'm going to give you really strong opinions about books I haven't read. It's going to be great.
Yeah. Hey, let's get started. Because I read a bunch of books. Unlike usual, I read a bunch of books.
And I didn't do my homework.
You came in, how do they call it? Dragon ass?
They might.
Yeah?
I don't know. I came in feeling like when I did in high school when I never did my homework and I was trying to come up with excuses. Mm-hmm. But now I'm an adult and I realize I don't need excuses. I just didn't do it.
Just suck a butt. I didn't do it. Relax. We're going to start off with an email because Noel didn't drag ass, but he also wasn't able to get here. Noel, co-host of Fresh Floppies, the show you're currently enjoying or hating, has written us in, and I'm going to read it now. Enjoy. Greetings, boys.
That's us.
Sorry I couldn't make it to the pod today. Hey, do you call podcasts pods?
Never.
Me neither. Everyone else I know seems to say, like on other podcasts, they'll call them pods. Never do it.
Podcast every time.
Sorry I couldn't make it to the pod today, but I wanted to send a quick message to say, how about that Imperial? He did it in all caps, so I had to step away. Sure, it's a damn good week of comics. Black Cat was a delightful shot to the arm of the good stuff for this Felicia superfan. And Absolute Batman continues to destroy Bruce Wayne in the best way possible, but it was Imperial number 3 that made me grin like a dummy. This is a classic shoes are dropping and now what issue that ends on a banger I should have seen coming, but was enjoying the ride too much to notice. I love this book in the same way I was loving Gods. It's dense, doesn't hold your hand, but it's deeply rooted in Marvel lore and doesn't talk down to you. It's wonderful. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, and if you didn't, that's your deficiency, loser. Sorry, that was mean. You jerks. The other book that I didn't think I'd love as much, but did, was Justice League Red. It is a familiar setup, but has an almost horror vibe to it that I wasn't expecting. From the body horror to the sense of distrust and eeriness. Good stuff this week. What did you like? Can't wait to find out. Your second favorite co-host, Noel.
Who's your second favorite or my second favorite?
It's both of our...
Second
each of us, he is our second favorite co-host.
So he's third
He was
rank
being
across the
self-deprecating and assuming that you're my favorite co-host and I'm your favorite co-host, leaving him at the bottom of the rung.
So we're the deficient loser jerks, but he's still the third favorite.
Still, yeah.
Okay, got it.
Perfect.
Cool.
So that leads us directly to Imperial. He grinned like a madman or like an idiot or something. I forget what he said. I wasn't paying attention to the email I read. He loved Imperial and the reveal therein. And you went to go read it because Noel was like, hey, bro, you got to read this.
I did.
And talk about it on the show.
Yeah.
And then you got halfway through it and you're like, nah.
I got halfway through it.
Time.
And I ran out of time because I'm a slow reader. So that's on me. But also it is noticeably dense, which is not a bad thing.
I believe you opened a book and went, oh my God, there's so many words.
It was first page. I was like, that's a big speech bubble. Yeah. But I'm not the kind of person that thinks a wordy comic is a bad thing. No. I'm okay with exposition as long as it has a place.
But when you're on a time crunch and you open it up, you're like, oh, come on.
100%.
God damn it. Yeah.
But I will say, honestly, for a book with a lot of words, they do also, they somehow have a lot of words, very busy art, but it still all comes together very well visually, in my opinion.
I don't think I love this artist. Oh, by the way, Imperial number 3. I didn't say any of this. Imperial number 3 by John Hickman and an artist named Iban Coello and Federico Vicentini, and I'm not a big fan of the art. I don't know if it's the coloring or the inking, but I feel like a lot of the bombastic panel work. I'm sorry, not panel work. The panel layouts are pretty normal, pretty basic.
Yeah.
But the stuff that's happening in the panels seems very busy, and it takes me a little bit longer to figure out what's happening in some of these panels than I think it should.
That's fair.
But it is very engaging. It's just sometimes hard to suss out what exactly I'm looking at.
Yeah, I see what you mean. I enjoy it. I tend to enjoy slightly busier panels. I like things with a lot of like sketchy lines and stuff. I don't know why. I mean, that's part of the reason I really like Daniel Warren Johnson.
Oh, dude, I love Daniel Warren Johnson.
Totally different from what's here.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm just a sucker for things that aren't relatively flat, which I feel like happens sometimes. I love all of the like highly saturated bright colors everywhere because I feel like it really contributes to the whole sci-fi thing. But that's just me. So what do you think of the actual story here?
Oh, well, the story is fine. I feel like I'm losing steam on this, and you said it before we went live, which is it might be way better in trade.
I am genuinely excited for the trade. I'm not excited for each individual issue. I think it's going to be a lot easier to digest and comprehend when it's all one after another because as we've said, I think with the past 2 issues, there's just a lot of people, places, and names that I don't really know.
That was one of the other things as you were reading. You're like, there are so many words in here that just I don't know what they are.
Yeah, I was trying to speed read, but I kept mentally stumbling over a bunch of things that I didn't know. So I think if you are someone like Noel, who has a lot of Marvel lore and cosmic context.
He's a cosmic boy.
Yeah.
And
I think
since the Jackson and Lansing Guardians of the Galaxy, like he's been a cosmic boy for a while.
I think it makes perfect sense that he is loving this more than you and I are.
Yeah.
Because we don't have that context.
I don't have the context for a lot of this. And even certain things like in the first issue, it's revealed that Wakanda is still an empire in space. And I was like, oh, we're still doing that? I didn't even know that was... I had heard about it because of the Ta-Nehisi Coates run many years ago at this point, and I thought they kind of just got rid of it, but I haven't been keeping up. So, yeah, it's just something basic things like that.
Yeah, for sure.
The cosmic section, I am a ground level Marvel guy.
Right.
I'm a Spidey guy, occasionally a Punisher guy, like down on the ground stuff. There's a book that we see that I read later with The Thing, much more my speed.
Right.
Cosmic Marvel is not my go-to.
Yeah, I only go cosmic as far as the X-Men go cosmic. Because
which is like the Sha'ar.
Yeah.
I
just kind of keep up with them, but outside of the Shi'ar or whatever, I don't really know much.
Even when it comes to the Sha'ar, I'm not 100% sure how the Sha'ar Empire functions and works.
True.
I know that there's the Queen.
Yep.
And then there is the Guard. Beyond that, I don't really. I was surprised to find out in this. I think they say the thousands of worlds. I'm like, the Sha'ar has thousands of worlds in its empire. I didn't realize quite how expansive it was. So all of that is to say, I agree with you that I think this is going to be baller as soon as it hits a trade paperback, and you can read the whole thing in one blammo. Which is a new phrase. I just did it. Read it in one blammo. But that doesn't mean that this was not enjoyable.
Oh, for sure.
For anyone curious, this episode does reveal who's behind it all.
Yes.
And also the 2 folks who are playing the game in the background. So this is full of answers. But I also don't think I cared about the big reveal as to who was behind the machinations of all of this Imperial War stuff that's happening.
Yeah.
You know, it is a well-known character, which I think we all assume. Yeah. But one I don't care about.
That's fair.
It is another section of Marvel that I don't care about. They had a recent push several years back. Didn't care. And so they keep trying to, it's like that, quit trying to make fetch happen.
Yeah.
You know, I always feel that way about certain sections of the Marvel Universe, which isn't to say that they're bad. They're just not for me.
Yeah, exactly. And I think whether or not you jump into the series is totally up to your decision of if you have that knowledge or if for some reason you just really enjoy being confused, go for it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, in my opinion, definitely not beginner friendly.
No.
Definitely not like outside. Like obviously, issue 3 not a good place to start, but the series as a whole, not a great place to start.
As opposed to Gods, G.O.D.S, which was a Hickman 7-issue series from 2 years ago, 3 years ago.
God, that long?
But that was awesome. And I feel like that is something that a non-Marvel aficionado can pick up and enjoy.
I agree.
Because he is starting whole cloth with a whole new...
it is new concepts.
Yeah, yes, new concept and a new section of Marvel that just happens to nest itself within Magic Marvel.
Yes.
You know?
As opposed to this, which is referencing a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah, that I just have no context for. Yeah. I'm sorry, Noel. I hope we didn't yuck your yum too much.
Just
but
add it to my list of deficiencies.
Hey, speaking of deficiencies, you only read 2 books this week.
That's right. I barely know how to read.
Did you get the Gunnar J. Scott Campbell cover of Black Cat #1?
I got Gunnar J. Scott Campbell, and if I recall correctly, I also ordered like 2 or 3 more Gunnar variants.
Oh,
that I have to check on the list.
Yeah. There's a bunch of J. Scott Campbell variants, and they're all for you. I got them all for you.
Oh no, I mean like more Black Cat variants.
Oh, I see. Oh, you did. Okay.
Because they had so many good #1 variants, but
just can't stop gooning.
Correct. And I
had to wait for you to finish before we could start recording.
I walked into the shop mid-action.
Mid-goon. Sorry. This is by G. Willow Wilson and Gleb Melnikov as the artist, and then Brian Reber as the color artist. What is your experience with Black Cat, may I ask? Too late, I already did.
Almost exclusively adjacent to Spider-Man. Oh, no, I lied. I have read the first 2 trades of, I think was the last Black Cat series.
The Jed MacKay run.
Yes,
dude.
The Jed MacKay run.
Noel turned me on to that. Yeah. Awesome.
I think I own all of the trades. I've only gotten through, I think, 2 of them.
Yeah, I think maybe I did 2 or 3.
Yeah. It's very enjoyable.
I wasn't, it's just, too many books.
Yeah, it goes towards the other 75% of my comics that I haven't read yet. That's nothing personal. That, and I read the Jackpot and Black Cat combo run a little bit ago. So yeah, she's popping up pretty often in my pull list.
Yeah, I love Noel and I both. I think prefer Black Cat to MJ.
Black Cat's just a more fun character to read.
Yeah, and also she's out on the rooftop. She's having a good time.
Yeah. I mean, MJ's more interesting now with Venom and all that, but I think like on a per character level, up until very recently, Black Cat's absolutely just more fun to read about.
Yeah. She has a new. I don't know if this is a miniseries or an ongoing, but she is doing the damn thing and makes a change, just like Michael Jackson said to. She looked at herself and made a change. I don't want to. I'm not going to spoil what that change is, but.
She's also Venom.
I don't know. All Venoms all the way down. I don't know how I feel about it. I feel like that happens a lot. This particular change.
Yes.
And I don't need it. You can just keep a character the way they are sometimes.
I agree. I don't. When I got to the end reveal, if we want to call it that, it's not exactly what I saw coming, but it didn't feel unexpected. Because like you said, once I read that, I was like, oh yeah, we do that. That's okay. That's fine.
We're doing that thing.
Which is cool. It draws a little bit of not influence in terms of the creation of the comic, but story-wise, it is influenced by some stuff that is happening with Spider-Man right now. And I do appreciate when there's a connection.
Are you caught up on Amazing Spider-Man?
I'm like 2 issues behind.
I'm like 3 or 4 issues behind. I'm not sure. So the stuff that she's referencing in here with Hellgate.
Yep.
No idea what's happening.
Yeah, last time I was reading Spider-Man, I think Hellgate just showed up.
But it seems like Spider-Man might be a jerk now, or something is happening.
He's just busy.
He's just a busy guy. He's a busy baby. So anyway, go on.
No, I basically, that was just a long way to say I agree. I think the writing and dialogue was witty enough and enjoyable enough that I liked the ride. It was a good time. It is some mild Gunnar bait.
There's a whole
although not
of like her in the bath.
Not honestly as bad as that Rogue in the Wildlands or whatever.
Yeah, that was pretty
like earlier this year, or late last year. That was just, there was no story there. That was just good material. Anyway, yeah, I like it. I'll
And we're back. We had to pause because of delivery of comic books.
I don't know what I was saying.
What you were saying about Goonerbait Black Cat.
Yeah.
Not as bad as Rogue.
Correct.
Which was just Goonerbait.
Correct.
But did you enjoy this book?
I did enjoy the book.
Yeah.
Is what I think I was trying to say.
Okay. I also enjoyed it. I just like Black Cat. Glenn Melnikov is an artist who is a little different every time I see him. And the last time I saw him, it was very much in the realm of the guy who was drawing Batman during the New 52.
I don't have that context, but please.
Greg
show me.
Capullo.
Oh, okay.
So it seems like he's stretching a little bit here and doing less Greg Capullo and a little bit more of his own style, maybe,
Gotcha.
or like developing. So many artists come along, and you'll see in retrospect even like, oh, that person really liked Alan Davis, and we're drawing like Alan Davis, and probably maybe even got hired because they're able to draw like Alan Davis.
True.
And then came along and just sort of like expanded as they go their style and change things up, which is always really fun. It's one of my favorite things to watch artists grow and develop new stylistic tendencies. Like Stuart Immonen's one of my favorite artists, who used to be just super milquetoast white bread for me, and then eventually I think with what was that book? Next Wave. All of a sudden he'd like just reintroduced himself with an entirely different and I think superior art style.
Hell yeah.
So anyway, I just really like watching artists develop and grow.
Yeah, totally.
And I think that's what's happening here. But yeah, this is fun. If you like Black Cat or are interested in Black Cat and mad that MJ and Peter aren't together, you could read this.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
It's a fun little series. We'll see how long it lasts. Not because I think it's bad, but just because who knows.
Hers. Well, you know what? That Jed McKay run lasted quite a while.
Did it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you're right. It did.
Yeah, it's got like 6 or 7 trades, I think.
Yeah, you're right.
But yeah, I'll be reading this for sure. Hey, we used to do a thing on the show called Thunder Rounds, and it's when we put 60 seconds on the clock, and you time me, and I've got 60 seconds to tell you about a book that you didn't read.
Oh.
Do you want to do that? Does that sound interesting to you?
Finding my timer.
Because I'm going to do Absolute Batman number 11, and that is by...
Have I started?
No, not yet.
Okay.
I'm setting you up so that you can get your watch set up.
I got it.
Scott Snyder and Clay Mann with 2 N's.
Clayman.
Clayman. All right, ready?
Uh-huh.
Is now?
Now.
Okay, cool. So yeah, Absolute Batman number 11 is more of the Absolute Batman that you love and expect. Did you read the last issue?
I think I'm like 2 behind again.
Okay, so I don't want to spoil it too much, but my man Bruce is getting riggedy wrecked. He is almost like, I don't know how he's going to come out of this and look like a person. Like there's been some body horror to the gills in Absolute Batman in the last several issues, as he's in Arkham City, I think it's called, or Arkham.
Yes.
City.
Yeah, the last issue I read was when he descended underground and he was like, oh shit, there's a whole city.
Yeah, and it's him versus Bane, and Bane is putting him through the ringer.
Yeah.
And this is another banger. This is really good. Clay Mann is a guy who drew Heroes in Crisis, one of the most gorgeous books of all time. I just love the way his style worked in that. And we have a different Clay Mann here. This is not the Clay Mann that I'm used to. It's much sketchier. It almost feels like when an artist decides to go digital, and it's not working as well as I think he usually does.
Time's up.
So yeah, I want to actually, you know what? I want to double check that it is in fact Clay Mann, because Clay Mann. Yeah, this is not the Clay Mann that I was hoping for.
I'll be deducting this time from your next book.
Yes, please. All right, next. Let me know when you're ready.
3, 2, 1, go.
Marvel All-on-One, The Thing versus the Marvel Universe by Ryan North and Ed McGuinness and Farmer. This is a baller book. If you like the Fantastic Four or you like comic books, holy cats, my guys. Marvel All-on-One, The Thing versus the Marvel Universe is awesome. Every page is either one splash page or a double page splash page. There are no panel layouts in this book. Every one is a poster, and it's so fun. And it's basically just the Thing being beset upon by everyone in the Marvel universe. And it is written in sort of a 70s Silver Age style where the Thing is like constantly talking to himself and narrating what's happening and saying it's clobbering time and sweet Aunt Petunia and all that other stuff. But the revelation of what's happening is so fun, and it's just fantastic. I highly recommend. I regret not ordering a copy of this for all of my Fantastic Four subscribers. I didn't realize what it was, but it's
End of
awesome.
round.
Wonderful. Pick it up. All right, I'm going to do one more. Let me know when you're ready. This book is Rick Remender and Daniel Acuña's Escape from Image Comics.
Go.
And they sent me an Ashcan edition weeks ago, and I did not read it. Noel read it and talked about it on the show.
He had really
Were you
good
there
things
for
to
that?
say. I was.
This is also awesome. This and Marvel All-in-One are my two favorite books this week for very different reasons. Escape number 1. This is a story about World War II, but everyone is anthropomorphized into different animals, and the Nazis are bats. And it is not is it nationalism? Is that the word I want to use?
Maybe.
Where it is like pro army, pro fighting for your country.
Yeah.
Everything we do is great. Everything they do is awful. The characters from the Allies in this mission make a very hard, unconscionable decision. And it is not written in a way where it's rah war. Everything that is terrible is laid out, but it is so engaging and so well put together. This is the best Daniel Acuña art I think I've ever seen. And I hope that this goes on for a while because it is so goddamn good.
End of round.
Nice. All right. Let's wrap it up with a book we both read.
Hell yeah.
And that is Justice League Red. I'm sorry. DC All In presents Justice League Red Alert / Black Ops by Saladin, Ahmed, and Clayton Henry and Arif Prianto. So we have a new JLR. And
wait. Is JLR something that's happening?
No.
Oh, okay.
I was going to say a new JLA, but this is JLR.
Oh, okay.
We have a new Justice League book. I don't know if it's a miniseries or an ongoing, but basically we have Red Tornado, who has been busted up and is not able to go on missions, but he is running all of the statistics of how things are going to go now that the Justice League Unlimited has formed. And every single what would you call him? Situation that he has run.
Sure. Every simulation or
Every simulation that he has run has led to the destruction of the world.
Yes.
Because of the JLU being formed.
Yes.
And so he decides to put together a secret team that the JLU is not aware of to try to preemptively combat these situations, which is an interesting idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've done it time and time again where like the Avengers are like, we're going to get together and fight things before they happen. You know,
Yeah.
It's that sort of book.
And we can immediately anticipate that this is going to be a problem.
Yes.
Question for Mr. Destructo.
Hey.
So we know that right now, Red Tornado is effectively a disembodied robot consciousness that is running the Justice League Watchtower, Justice League HQ.
Yeah.
And he is the eyes and ears for Justice League. He summons everybody when they're needed to fight something, et cetera, et cetera. Do you know what happened to him previously to get him disembodied?
I don't remember
Neither do I.
because my brain is bad, but I have a feeling it happened in Justice League like the first little story.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, I'm assuming it was.
No, because actually,
Was he already like that?
Yeah, I've read the entirety of Justice League Unlimited, and he like from the beginning, it was like, oh, the Watchtower is run by Red Tornado, and then we just kind of kept going. I'm like, I don't know where they came from.
Well, due to how podcasts work, I was able to pause and go look it up. And it says, yes, a version of Red Tornado was destroyed in Absolute Power number 4, published in 2024, when he was defeated by the villain Dr. Destiny while assisting the United Nations. Red Tornado has been destroyed and rebuilt multiple times throughout DC Comics history in various continuities, with this 2024 event being the most recent. I don't remember that at all.
And I definitely read it, and I also don't remember.
Yeah.
But honestly, it's probably because at the time the name Red Tornado meant nothing to me.
Right.
So I probably just watched him die. I was like, damn, and then kept going.
All right. Poor guy. Well, anyway.
Well, now we know.
Yeah. So, yep. Thank you, Google.
Yep. And Mr. Destructo.
What did you think of Justice League Red?
I enjoyed it. It gives me, and maybe it's just because of like the colorway subtitle of Red makes me think of like X-Men Blue and Gold type stuff.
Oh, sure.
Where it's like, oh, here is a subsection of the big team that is now operating as a smaller team. Because he summons a Green Lantern that I don't know.
You don't know him.
No.
Oh, that's fun.
And he summons Power Girl.
this Green Lantern, his name is Simon Baz, and he was created by Jeff Johns. He is Arab, and he no longer does, but when he first got the ring, he carried a gun. Like
Sorry.
he literally had
That's
a
wild.
gun on his hip. And his reasoning was, as someone who is constantly, kind of profiled, targeted by police or whoever, he just doesn't trust the Green Lantern ring.
Because
like,
Green Lanterns are like kind of cops, right?
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
He's like, I can't trust that this will always benefit me or be available to me. So I'm just going to carry this gun around with me. And he is a guy who I believe in his origin story was framed for terrorist activities.
That
he I think that he wasn't actually a part of.
What's his name again?
Simon Baz. B-A-Z, I believe. And so what I like, I'm glad you brought him up. What I like about this book, Justice League Red, is not only the title, because it's Red Tornado, but then also putting these characters on red alert, which I think is kind of fun wordplay. Simon Baz, the fact that we're getting different characters that I don't think I have enough experience with, and getting to bring them to the forefront a little bit. Some of my favorite things are when, like, Brian Michael Bendis was very famous for bringing characters that he thought were underutilized to the forefront.
Yep.
Like the only reason Luke Cage was a part of the Defenders on Netflix and had his own TV show and was with Jessica Jones and all those guys and Daredevil was because of Bendis's work bringing him to the forefront as a character in the Marvel Universe again, because he had been languishing a little, relative obscurity for a while. So stuff like that. I was like, oh, Simon Baz, cool. I want to learn more about this guy and see what's going on with him because I haven't caught up with him in a while.
Yeah, that's why I just asked how to spell it, because I'm looking up. I'm trying to figure out how to read more about him because that sounds rad.
Yeah. And then we also got Power Girl. It looks like on the cover we've got Dead Man, Cyborg, and God, what's her name? Red Widow? No, I'm sorry, that's Marvel. Red. Oh, what is her name? Oh shoot, I can't remember her name. Red Canary. I want to say her name's Red Canary, which is another character I don't have a lot of experience with.
I was gonna say Huntress, but Huntress is purple, isn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Never mind.
Not that colors matter. It could just be Red Huntress.
True.
Yeah, this was fun. I actually really enjoyed this, and I like. We only have two of the characters together from the cover of this.
Yeah.
We get Power Girl and Simon Baz, and I'm definitely going to keep up with this. This was fun.
Yeah, it's just Red Tornado sees some incoming threats, and he summons basically for lack of a better term, a B-list team to be like, hey, I need to send you on some missions. Yeah. And they're like, cool, I guess we trust you.
All right.
And that's it. It feels like it's going to be an issue by issue is a mission by mission type thing. Yeah. With obviously some kind of underlying story. I guess that's just how comics work. But
yeah. Welcome.
But yeah, I really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun.
And Red Tornado may or may not be entirely truthful. We don't know.
True. Yeah.
Yeah. Something comes to light. We're like, what?
Yeah.
So yeah, this was really fun. And I would be remiss if I did not mention Clayton Henry. Anytime he shows up on a book, I am happy.
This is writer or artist?
I'm sorry. Saladin Ahmed is the writer, and Clayton Henry is the artist.
Gotcha.
And I always like Clayton Henry. There is something very clean and crisp about his line work and his style that I'm never confused about what's happening. It isn't big and bombastic, but it is very solid comic booking. Yeah. I'm always happy to see him. Yeah.
It was good.
What are you looking forward to reading this week?
Dude, we already mentioned it. I'm really looking forward to reading Escape because I just didn't get around to it.
Yeah.
I'm also excited to read All New Spider-Gwen. I was on the last series. I didn't completely finish it. I was pretty dang close though.
I did read this new issue.
Yeah. Did you like it?
It's fun. Yeah.
Good.
I'm not super into the art. I don't know who the artist is from over here, but not my favorite.
I can see why you say that.
Yeah.
But it could grow on me. Artist is why isn't the splash page the first page? Why do I have to look for it? Paolo Villanelli?
Yeah, not for me.
Fair enough. But yeah, I'm excited to get started on that and see where that goes.
I'm very curious about this comic that came out this week called Event Horizon, and it is from Dark IDW. It's IDW, but it's Dark IDW, and it is a comic book based on a movie from 30 years ago. That is sort of I don't want to even say it's a cult classic, but the real folks know Event Horizon.
I hear that
Sam Neill was the actor in it, who's in another one, which is a cult classic, I think. In the Mouth of Madness, one of my all-time favorite. You gotta you like?
I haven't heard of.
Do you like Cthulhu stuff?
Yeah. What's the word for that? The guy who wrote all that.
Lovecraft.
Thank
Do
you.
you love Lovecraftian horror?
Yes,
bro. You gotta check it out. It's so good. It's awesome. It's also starring Sam Neill, and it's directed by the guy who directed Halloween.
Oh, nice.
John Carpenter.
I haven't seen.
Yeah, it's
Halloween.
awesome, and he does the whole score himself.
Oh, nice.
It's the whole package.
Yeah.
Anyway, Event Horizon is a sci-fi horror story from 30 years ago, and I'm really curious to see what this book is. It's called Dark Descent. So that was not. I don't know. It's not the most topical movie to make a comic series about.
Yeah, but I feel like we're getting a lot of comic books popping up with just random IPs. For
Yeah.
better or worse, some of them are really good. Some
Yeah.
of them maybe not. Who knows?
All right, I guess that's it. Noel, we missed you.
missed
Feel
you
free
more.
to. It's true, he did. I barely missed you. I just saw you last night. For the podcast, the live stream, the CultPOP live stream, which we do Wednesday nights at 8:00 live. You can join us on YouTube. Hang out with us there. You can email us at cultpopgo@gmail.com. Last night we talked about... Alice has been having us watch all of the Twilight movies.
Nice.
So we did a full deep dive on Twilight Eclipse.
Nice.
Yeah.
Which number of the series is Eclipse?
That's 3.
So you're
That's
done?
number 3. No.
There's
2
more?
more.
There's 2 more?
The last story is broken into 2 movies.
Oh, classic.
Yeah. So
Love when they do that for
part
no
we're going to be
reason.
watching, I don't know, number 4, part 1, whatever that's called.
Sure.
Yeah. So, all right. Thank you so much for hanging out with us, and we'll see you at the same pod channel, same pod time. Nailed it.
Wherever this is.
Yeah.
See you again.
All right. Doo-doo-doo.
Thank you for listening to the CultPOP Network, home to podcasts, live shows, and a whole lot of fun stuff for every flavor of fan. Follow us wherever you find your favorite podcasts, and be sure to join us live every Wednesday night at youtube.com/CultPopGo at 8 p.m. Eastern. While you're there, be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so you'll know when we drop new Thunder Rounds and episodes of Fresh Floppies, a spoiler-free show about single-issue comics released each week. Until then, we'll talk at you later.